In Belmead, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Bella Papaduke.
Well, good morning. It is a little cloudy out there as you look outside our Syntex Roof Systems camera at the 25 News Studios. You can see that cloud cover that's in place there. Winds at about 10 miles per hour, 59 degrees currently. The south wind's drawing up that mugginess here as we've gone through the day. The live radar, or overnight rather, the live radar network not picking up on anything that's going to impact your morning commute. However, we will end up seeing the wind still hanging around as well as that humidity. That's about the only impacts you can get from your morning commute here this morning. That wind may blow you around a little bit, and the humidity may give you some issues with your hair. You'll feel it as you walk outside. 59 degrees in Waco now, 61 in Temple, 64 in Killeen, upper 50s down towards Bryan College Station. The south winds continue at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, and at times they're gusting close to 20 to 30 miles per hour. That's where we'll start your Friday. In the upper 50s, we'll warm into the mid 70s by noon. The breezes will hang around for the first part of the day. As we get into the afternoon, though, that wind shifts directions, goes to the southwest and the west, and slows down a bit. Still, that blows down the terrain, and so it'll end up warming us up back to the low to mid 80s this afternoon. Future tracks going a little too warm with these numbers, but I'm thinking, say, 83, 84 going to be pretty common here this afternoon. Some of our western counties could warm up a little more than that, get into the mid 80s, and you may stay close to 80 in Bryan College Station. Cloud cover will work in here overnight. We'll actually see a cold front come in from the north, but models disagree on how far south this front makes it initially. If it backs up just a little bit more, well, we're talking about numbers that could actually be in the 70s across a good chunk of our area tomorrow. The further south that front reaches, the more we end up seeing 50s and 60s. I'm kind of shooting the gap right now, going with a general number of about 65 for your high tomorrow, but know that there will be folks that will be cooler, and down the south, you'll likely be warmer in the low 70s. We'll also have a couple of showers in the morning as the disturbance works across, and the clouds will linger through the day tomorrow as well behind that front. Sunday is when that cooler air arrives for everyone, and we'll be talking about 50s and 60s for highs coming up on Sunday. This is the system that brings that front. You can see it spinning right there. Not really a lot of moisture with it. We'll get into an upper level ridge for early next week. Then look what happens for the second half of next week. We keep having these passing systems come in, and while they come in dry, that is going to keep the wind stirred up. So we'll actually keep a pretty breezy forecast going here through the next 10 days. Northwest winds at 15 tomorrow after the south winds at 15 today. 62 for Saturday, 60 for Sunday, 72 Monday. Those winds staying pretty gusty for the middle of next week. We may get a little weak switch in winds there by Thursday, and look at going into the weekend. The wind staying around. Temperatures may cool off a little bit next weekend. In the Brazos Valley, more of the same. 30% chance of rain here Saturday. Looking warmer next week.
A very good morning to you, Waco. I'm Mark Monroy, checking out what's going on in your neighborhood this weekend. It's spring season at the silos. Enjoy free activities.